Welcome back everybody, let's have a look at XRP then, shall we? So yesterday there was the Flare token distribution snapshot, whatever you call it. All it ended up doing essentially was kind of, I suppose, what we imagined, which was dump it. So I mean, we took some shorts on this one. I mean, I was playing some shorts on the 15-minute chart, but I didn't take it much further than this. I got in around here and sold around here. I didn't get involved in this. Which in many ways is probably right, because you know, as well as this could have gone down, it could have just been all over the place, and essentially it was. So we look at the state of that wick from the bottom to where the candle closed. It's an 8% move just on a wick. So what does this mean for the token in general now? Where's it going to go? What's happening with XRP? So we'll start with the 4-hourly chart. 4-hourly chart doesn't look very nice at all when you're looking at the formation. It was beneath all major moving averages, making basically lower lows and lower highs. Being supported on this 200 exponential isn't a bad thing, even though that was a massive dip. Essentially we brought back up above it. Now the MACD's down, the money flow index basically pretty low actually at this point, but we do have one thing that I can see here which could lend itself to excuse me, got hiccups. Lend itself to a bullish move, which is we've got hidden bearish divergence ever so slightly, not really confirmed, but it does technically exist. So that could mean that it is leaning towards perhaps maybe at some point a move to the up, but on this chart right now it doesn't really look like that. And just like I said on my video, many things, if not everything, especially the top caps, are going to follow what Bitcoin does. And Bitcoin at the moment is having its weekend rally. It likes to do that, and it's finding rejection at that level that we specified earlier, basically where all these moving averages are converging between 18,500 and about 18,600. That area should hold as support, resistance, and I imagine it will, but a break above there would probably take us up to around about 18,700, 18,800. And XRP is basically going to reiterate anything that Bitcoin does. Its chart unto itself isn't really looking a great deal of anything other than consolidation. Now when we look at the candle bodies on the daily, we find that there is a pinching of the Bollinger Bands here, and even though that looks tight, it's actually massive. It's a 25% move from top to bottom if we were to make the most of that range. The centre of that is still facing up, but all the other moving averages on the daily are now facing down, and we're clearly beneath the majority of them apart from the 50 and the 200. The Bollinger Band got brought back up inside, the wick back up inside that Bollinger Band, so that's good in itself, but you know, this is not looking great on these term time frames. There's no divergences here, there's no divergences here, nor is there here, and this is looking pretty bearish as well. So overall on the daily, it does look like it wants to roll over and continue with this consolidation, and to me that's fine, because this is what we have expected the entire time, for us to come down, not exactly to that level, but to this 200 exponential moving average and reaccumulate on there wherever that may be. So the daily's not looking great. Let's have a look at the 3-day. So the 3-day looks a bit better in all fairness. The 3-day hasn't yet got its negative cross, but the 3-day is an extremely lagging indicator. But on this occasion, this one looks like it could be a bull flag. We've got a golden cross here, where we could be conservative and say that the price action could have been all the way back down here to here, where where that golden cross took place, and the price at the moment isn't exactly, it's give or take where that golden cross is. So we could say that this would be the area, or could be the area, where we kind of find that as a new base and then move all the way up again. So that's what this would suggest. But again, lagging indicator means lagging results. So it's a 3-day time frame on this one. So even though that we've got bullish situation going on here, very, very bullish situation, then we have to take on board that the 4-hourly is undecided. The daily is bearish. The weekly is going to be madness. Yeah, the weekly is certainly madness. And the weekly, as as we've seen on this channel, I'm bullish on this on XRP long term. That's why I made that video. It was based on a weekly chart. The video that basically just before we went 170% or whatever it was, the video I made was based on the weekly time frames. So I like to trade this one on the weekly. When you look at it on the weekly, we have stair steps down. and now what we're having is we're having stair steps up, and this is the way it's going to go for XRP. But yeah, I like to trade this one on a weekly. So for me personally, it is a cooling off period. I've not seen any signals on this specifically to say that yes, we're ready to go. What I would be more interested in to see how Bitcoin goes, and then as a result of that, transfer that knowledge of wherever Bitcoin's going into the direction of XRP. Even though XRP is way more volatile by the power of 3, I'd say, it's basically going to do what Bitcoin does. I wouldn't want to really trade this one now. I made that trade last night. I was quite happy with that. I was doing a little bits of scalping as well, but for the moment I'm not really keen on trading this, and I don't really like trading over the weekend anyway. I often find it pretty unpredictable. So even though I am expecting a rejection at this level where we've just kissed at the moment, we've kissed that little level there, I am expecting a rejection there because it's the weekend. Anything's possible, and we could launch and go crazy. Because it's the weekend, and that's what weekends are like. But sticking to the TA, I would expect a rejection here, which would transpire to a further downtrend with XRP. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice weekend. Take it easy. Subscribe to the channel and join the Telegram.